Hello children, good morning everyone. In my last video I had explained you about the causes of French Revolution. In this video I am going to explain you about the rest of the chapter, the course of the French Revolution, the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte and the impact or the legacy left behind the French Revolution. So children, watch it and enjoy. Course of the French Revolution. What was the course of the French Revolution? As you know children, the French Revolution of 1789 is an important landmark in the history of Europe. It was the first great uprising of the people against the autocracy of the ruler. It generated ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity which crossed the boundaries of France and influenced the whole of Europe. As I had told you in my last video, to solve the economic crisis, King Louis XVI proposed to increase taxes to overcome the crisis, and which created dissatisfaction among the people. Therefore, the third states, I mean to say the common people, broke away from the State General. State General was the combination of three states. So they broke away from the State General and declare themselves National Assembly on 20th June 1789. So when King Louis XVI prevented the National Assembly from entering the meeting hall where they had to discuss about all this economic crisis with all other two states. So, but the king prevented the National Assembly from entering the meeting, so they went to the nearby tennis court and took an oath to not submit until the draft of the new constitution was completed. They decided to frame their own constitution with or without the support of other two states. And this was the first signal of revolution for liberty and equality. This event is known as the tennis court oath. Louis XVI decided to suppress the Constituent Assembly. As a result, people rose in revolt and fighting broke out in Paris and in other parts of Europe. It was a pivotal event in the French Revolution. King Louis asked the nobles and clergymen to meet the third estate and dismissed the popular finance minister Jacques Necker. Thousands of outraged nationals gathered in the streets of Paris on 14th July 1789 CE. and broke into the Bastille fort, the state prison, which was the symbol of monarchy, which was the powerhouse of weapons, which was also regarded the medieval armory, fortress, and political prison, represented the royal authority in the center of Paris. To your surprise, children, let me tell you that the prison during that time, in that prison, there were only 7 inmates. And at the time of its storming, and they entered the prison and released the prisoners and destroyed the building. The day of the fall of Bastille, that was the 14th July in 1789, was declared as the Independence Day, and a tricolor flag of red, white, and blue was hoisted. The fall of Bastille marked the end of royal despotism. So children, from here we have already got 2 numbers given in your exercise. I will send you the answer. That's why I am not explaining here in this audio which things you have to write. The first one is about tennis court oath. Second one is the fall of Bastille. Thereafter, on 12th August 1789, the National Assembly adopted the Declaration of Rights of Man, proclaiming all men being born equal should have equal rights. Before law. It also guaranteed freedom of speech and expression and protection from arrest without reason. The ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity became the hallmark of the Republic of France. This one also, 1 number we have to write, that is Declaration of the Rights of Man. A new assembly called the National Convention was established. It was divided into 2 political groups called Gironde and Jacobins. The new constitution was drafted. It retained the king as the head of the state but reduced the power and function of the king. It also reduced or curbed the power of the first 2 states. The Legislative Assembly was held responsible for making laws, and its members were to be elected by the common man. In 1793, the executive authority passed into the hand of radical political groups called Jacobins. Jacobins group were the radical political group, and the Gironde were the moderate political group. Their ideology was to solve all the political problems in a moderate way. That's why they came to be known as moderators. This ended the hope for the constitutional monarchy in France, and it became a republic upholding the principle of liberty, equality, and fraternity. During that time, King Louis XVI attempted to flee the country along with his family to Germany, but he was captured and executed. During that time, guillotine, the queen was also beheaded later. That means she was given punishment. Guillotine. She was guillotine. Guillotine here I am explaining why, because this guillotine was a machine actually used to give death punishment by making or by separating head from the body. There is a blade at the top of poles, two poles, which is joined with a rope, and when they release the rope, the blade, iron blade, caught the head and beheaded, separate the head from the body. So this is that guillotine. So the queen was beheaded later. That means queen was guillotine. Here, the French Revolution had an impact not only on France but also on the whole of Europe. What were the impacts? Listen attentively. It gave new ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity to the world. First point. The old feudal regime and the monarchy came to an end and laid the foundation of democracy. Second point. The new society was organized in France. Third point. The society was organized on the basis of liberty, equality, and fraternity. The powers of the National Assembly were increased. New laws, which were applied to everyone, and the rights of the clergy were reduced. Their authority was confined only to the church. These are the impact of French revolutions. Next, we are having ascent of Napoleon Bonaparte. In 1793 the difference of opinion of Girondins and the Jacobins led to a rebellion against the new government that lasted till 1796. A committee was set up for public safety under Maximilien Robespierre, and it passed a law which gave the government the right to execute anyone who seemed to be a danger to the revolution. It spread the reign of terror with the execution of thousands of people. So here we have got one number, the reign of terror. What was the reign of terror? The reign of terror was a period of about 11 months during the French Revolution. During this time, French people who did not support the revolution were executed at the guillotine. It was started on 5th September 1793. This was the darkest period of French Revolution, lasted from 1793 to 1794. Who was the leader of this? Who led? Maximilien Robespierre. He wanted to stamp out any opposition to the revolution. So he called for a rule of terror. Laws were passed that said anyone suspected of treason could be arrested and executed by guillotine. As a result of which, thousands of people were executed, including Queen Marie Antoinette and many of Robespierre's political rivals. So this is all about your reign of terror, and it was the end of the Paris mob. And during this time, to suppress this terror, Napoleon Bonaparte was chosen by the convention to cross the Riots in October 1795. Napoleon Bonaparte, who was a soldier during the French Revolution, who took control of France in 1799 CE and named himself the First Consul, and then declared himself the Emperor of France in 1804 CE until 1815. Though he had destroyed the French Republic and established an empire, but the idea of republic could not be destroyed. So here we no need to know about Napoleon Bonaparte, because we are not getting any question from Napoleon Bonaparte, only this much: reign of terror, impact of the French Revolution. The revolution that began in 1789 CE and ended in 1799 CE with the ascent of Napoleon Bonaparte, with the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte, left a legacy of equality, liberty, and fraternity not only in France but also in the whole world. France was one of the first countries who propagated the ideas of uniform laws and democratic rights, liberty. So let us know about the legacy of French Revolution for the people of the world during 19th and 20th century. What were the legacy left behind by French Revolution? The sense of nationalism was evoked by the revolution. The royal standard was replaced with a new French flag, the tricolor. New hymns were composed and oaths were taken, martyrs were commemorated, a centralized administrative system was created which formulated uniform laws for all citizens. Liberty, equality, and fraternity became the guiding principle of French Revolution, attained great importance and was adopted by various constitutions of the world. The French Revolution not only put an end to monarchy but also produced a new social order by the Declaration of Rights of Man in France. The sense of nationalism evoked by the revolution amongst the masses led to mass movements and revolution around the world, particularly among colonial ruled nations. Political thinkers like Rousseau, Montesquieu encouraged political awareness and fanned the flame of the French Revolution. And this revolution created a new hope and ignited that necessary spark for the weak and the marginalized to fight against oppressive, feudal, and corrupt kings and rulers. Once again, I am repeating the legacy left behind the French Revolution. The French revolutionary ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity motivated the political movement in the world in 19th and 20th centuries. The idea of liberty expressed in the Declaration of Rights of the Man and Citizen laid the foundation of a new social order. The idea of equality led to the end of a society based on privileges, where all individuals have the same rights, became the new slogan for the world politics. And the idea of fraternity promotes the ideals of love, unity, and cooperation among different sections of society. Another great legacy of French Revolution was the idea of nationalism. The French Revolution promoted the concept of nationalism, which inspired the people of the whole world to establish new nation states in their countries. So these are all about your chapter, children.